heard you wanna get down. Heard you been asking about me to everybody else. Now it's nobody else, nobody else. Makes me so crazy. You're the one true prize. Apple of my eye. Know you're looking for somebody who's your type. I got it, I got it, I got you. I got you.
Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your general mini cross reading for May 2021. These are general readings and the messages will not resonate with everyone. If you are interested in taking a closer look at your situation that requires a personal reading, to book, you can simply visit my website. Information is there in the bottom left-hand corner. When you get there, get to the main menu, look for tarot consultations. If you hover your mouse over tarot consultations, it should pull down all of the different reading packages that I offer. I have with me today the Radiant White deck. We will be clarifying with Levita Sibila, and you will get an opportunity to wrap the reading up with the Golden Nostradamus card. I haven't used him in a while, and I'm looking for some new Oracle cards. Just haven't found anything that's, well, I do have something, but those I use for something new that I use for the personal readings, which are really great cards. So anyway, I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph, and I'm going to turn the camera around and we will get started with the reading. Okay, so here we go. I hope everyone can see that. I think I need to, there we go. All right, so I'm going to do one more rifle and shuffle on this. I do always like for you guys to see me pull the cards. I see a lot of complaints online about readers who don't pull cards in front of the camera. They just like pick it up and pull it and show it. So I always like for you guys to see me pull the cards. So here we go. 5 cards down. What is at the heart of the situation at the moment? Wow, it is strength. This is the Leo card, and if I'm not mistaken, I think if you go over to my website, just even to visit, go to the live events tab on the menu. There's a whole lot of events with dates with Jessica Adams, and I'm not sure if we're doing Leo weather. I know that the Taurus weather is coming up in a few days. May 9th, and I don't know if there's still time for you to get in on that or not. I think they only take a certain number of people. These are free events, and Jessica gives you horoscope information based upon your sign, your sun sign, and then she and I answer questions. And so these are great events. If you're not able to attend this one, please get over to the website and look at the live event section and make sure you get that information. But this to me speaks of not only the summertime. It may be about about the month of August. There is no timing in the tarot, but we shall see. Okay, so that's as it is now. Maybe this is the idea that you have conquered some kind of fear. You've approached it with calmness, rationality, kindness, and you have been able to kind of conquer this fear. The Lamentaskate over the head, the infinity symbol, could be a nodal issue. It could be saying that, the past meets the future meets the past. Something that's been maybe a circular situation. 8s typically represent good news and good energy, that things are about to move. You have come from the Ace all the way through 7, and now you arrive at the 8. What is the foundation of the reading? The King of Pentacles. Now, whether you are same-sex or heterosexual, whether you are male or female or whatever sex that you identify with, gender that you identify with, this can be you, right? It is an earth sign male. So we're looking at a Capricorn, a Taurus, and or a Virgo. All right. But, you know, this could also be you as a female. This says that maybe maybe you have a very successful business. Maybe you are an accountant. Maybe you are a banker. Maybe you're doing a job that is typically presented for a male. But for me, it always indicates when you are a female or you identify with that gender. If this card pops up, what this is saying is that you are using your outward masculine abilities to deal with the situation. Okay. What is the near or distant past? We have the Hermit. That's interesting. That is your card, Virgo. Okay. And then what is the unknown factor? Wow. The Emperor. So I've got 3 major arcana cards and a court card. And I don't think I'm going to be able to look at any of this. We'll see what the future, the near or distant future has to say. Well, it is the Ace of Swords. Isn't that interesting? 3 big major cards, but yet none of these energies are the same. We have 2 fire energies, and then we have an earth energy with an air element over here. The only thing that I can look at for additional information will be this Ace of Swords as it relates to the Hermit, the Strength, and or the Emperor card. What is over the energy over the whole reading? A message. The Page of Swords. Well, wow, this is pretty big. No repeater numbers. I'm not exactly sure if you're dealing with 2 male individuals, perhaps one a fire sign, the other an earth sign, but again, as I say, this could also be you. An emperor is always more than a king, at least it is in my book. And while the King of Pentacles deals with the mundane issues, this guy has a lot of stuff to handle. He's got land, he's got holdings, he's got people underneath him. And so people may come to him for advice. He's considered to be the father of the tarot. So this could be an entrepreneur. I always see this guy show up like an entrepreneur to me when we're talking about someone. Interestingly, though, they both are wearing armor underneath their robes. So this could indicate that they may have some type of training in tactics or strategy, maybe even militarily. That just stood out to me, that their armor boots. See his sticking out there? Okay, that just really leaped off the card at me. Now, the Hermit card is an interesting card because the Hermit implies it's a 9. It is a moment of self-imposed isolation, right? It is the idea that, you know, I need to stand stock still so that I can get a handle on whatever it is I need to contemplate. This is a self-imposed exile, so to speak. But the Hermit is not only a teacher, he is also a scholar. So while you have stepped away and isolated yourself, you're standing here on the top of this mountain, frozen in time, with your head down as if you are meditating, waiting for the answers to come to you. You are holding the light so that you can see in the dark yourself. That is the scholar portion. The teacher portion is that while you are standing here, you can also shine the light for others to come, to inquire, to perhaps for you to share the knowledge with them. Now, it's ruled by the sign of Mercury, so we're talking about maybe self-speak, self-talk, self-communication. But we know that Virgo is about the details, right? And I think while people call Virgos nitpicky, it is really not being nitpicky. They are extremely efficient at being able to pinpoint failures or things in the system that don't quite work right, right? Always trying to improve things. That's another kind of a Mercury thing, trying to mentally work through things. And so while Virgos may make you crazy, if that's what you have, you know, if you got a problem or there's something, that get them to look it over, because they're going to be able to find perhaps where it could be improved upon. Here we have Aries and Mars. So these are kind of differing energies. Mercury, Mars, and then we have the Sun here. Okay, three things. The Sun sheds light. It's about growth and abundance, positivity. Mercury is the mental, I don't know, gymnastics that you got to go through. And then Mars is the fire, the passion, the will, and the determination. I don't know what this is about. It's not giving me enough information. We do have this Ace of Swords. Aces are portal ways. They're extremely powerful cards in the tarot. And what they speak about is an opportunity that's coming or that may be presented to you. Now, this could most definitely be an opportunity in terms of some kind of partnership, because one of the ancient interpretations of this card is a, what do you call it? What's the word that I'm looking for? A formal proposal or commitment and or engagement. See the crown up there on the, it's almost like a ring sliding on a finger, but this can be in any field. This could be business, it could be romance. If that is the case, maybe this tells us that this individual was alone for a while. This may be his sign, but this is what he does for a living, right? Okay, or vice versa. That he himself may have faced some type of challenge or issue, something that he had to get clear, but he's able to do that now. And there's a truth here. Now, this Page of Swords is just that. It is a message. Okay. And typically swords represent the idea of, I want to say weeks. So, this could be, there is no timing in the tarot, so you could already, this situation may already have started for you. For some of you, you know, you're right in the middle of it. And for others of you, this will be coming up in the future within the next, I'm going to put it out to 2 weeks. What I want to do is to see what information can be given to me about these court cards. Because this is big energy. Authority, responsibility, structure, reason, society, peace, experience, knowledge, strength, wisdom, can also be stubbornness, maturity, self-mastery, power, conviction, protection, will, stability, because it is 4, leadership, taking action, and competence. It means a need to make something solid, to concretize an idea, and to build something with a firm structure. The Strength card, and this is funny because we go from a 9 to an 8. There's a truth in that. For some of you, this may feel like it is a moment of darkness, where you are trying to, I don't know, master something within yourself. Inner balance, control, strength, inner strength, force, the serpent power. And the serpent power is not only the Kundalini energy, but it is the energy to transform. Openness, endurance, overcoming materialism, courage, love, patience, goodness, self-control, reconciling the passions, vision, energy, motivation, action, balance, and success. A lot of keywords as this, similar. The divinatory meaning is the need for strength, courage, and self-discipline, and the potential for moral victory and master of life. Interestingly, this represents a square. This is 8. 4 represents a square. The 8 is that doubled, a double square. I don't know if that means anything to any of you. Now we go to the Hermit. The keywords are solitary, wisdom, again, those cards, guidance, intelligence, patience, faith and trust, independence, values, inner search, withdrawal, answers and solutions, prudence, solitude, discrimination, discernment, self-awareness, lighting the way for others, spiritual awakening and enlightenment, shedding light, the key to a situation, crisis, okay? The divinatory meaning, it tells of a time for withdrawal, silent meditation and solitude. Patience is needed to confront one's other world. 3 triangles within one another. Okay? Now, what we want to do is we want to look at this Ace of Swords. Excuse me, I'm sneezing. Oh my goodness. This Ace of Swords. Oh my goodness. Excuse me. I always sneeze after I cough. I don't know why that is. It's just a weird thing. Well, the Ace of Swords tells me nothing related to any of these cards. It only says excuse me, mercy. You may be sure something is about to change, which will have far-reaching consequences, as the Ace of Swords card is one of great power and force. Appearing in a spread, it implies that there is a focus on a critical and potentially volatile situation or circumstance. You may find yourself in a position of having to take action or make a decision under stressful circumstances. So it is important that you keep your emotions balanced and in order to make the correct decision. Reason and rationality and logic. There are no cups here. There's no water energy here. None at all. Okay? Earth and fire and air. It asks that you shrug off pessimism and put the past behind you, as there are good things ahead. Well, I feel that the key to this whole thing is this Page of Swords. So I'm going to pull cards, and then I'm going to take a look. No, they say just pull the Ace of Swords, because that's a message. And whatever this message contains, what it is, what it's about, what it means, it is definitely a change in the air. The precious presence. The sacerdote. And there's the message. Quite interesting. Now, the precious presence can be that. It can be riches, jewels, coins, inheritances, gifts, those things, clothes, shoes, whatever the case may be. But it can also be advice given to you that is more precious than money or gold. With the sacerdote, what we are talking about, and this is the King of Swords, by the way. This is either someone in whom you can put your trust, okay? And this says that this information, not only can you hear it from any location, so whether it really is a letter in the mail, from the post, the newspaper, email, text message, fax, it can come from television or radio. This sounds to me like some kind of idea. I don't know what. I do feel that there's somebody involved, and the cards are not giving me much information on this individual yet. Let me tell you a bit more about the sacerdote, because it is a significator card, okay? But sometimes the Sibilas will simply speak up to speak about a situational issue, and gives you more information on this. He is connected to justice and the legal systems, local authority, insurance, state, and the law. Okay. Upright, this heralds a positive resolution to a legal matter, compensation, and or an end to legal troubles. It is also a card of divine justice, which will be administered to those who have previously hurt you. It indicates exactness, self-discipline, common sense, wisdom, maturity, equity, justice, and obstacles that are finally overcome. All of these words. In love, it can indicate a relationship that has lost its passion but is firmly rooted in loyalty to the other partner. It can also indicate emotional detachment in someone who is in control of their emotions. It can indicate a spiritual authority, a guru, and or a spiritual leader or priest, or someone with a strict moral code. Now, it tells me that I have to pay particular attention to the cards that he's pointing to on the left, because this holds the key to the underlying issue. But also what he is shielding himself from to the right could be the root of the problem. So we see that the precious presence is, this card usually has an indication of a week or two. It's a speedy time frame. It speeds this information up. The precious presence can be that of representing an opportunity, a proposal, an offer of some kind. It indicates prosperity, opportunities, and career advancements, usually thanks to a recommendation or the patronage of an influential person. Huh. Isn't that interesting? It also represents precious advice that can be given to you, as well as a gift of considerable value. It foretells that you will have the freedom to act as you wish. And it can also represent your own gifts, talents, and abilities, or the protection and patronage given by someone with the means to help. It represents influential people and the attitude of superiority and aloofness. Now, on its own, it can indicate a couple that shares common goals and are able to compromise, work together, and live harmoniously under the same roof. It also indicates commonality of interest and ideas between two people. Financially, it heralds prosperous business career advancement, advantageous business proposals, and subsequent wealth. It also indicates having the means to expand and fulfill your desires. Well, something is about to change for you, Virgo. Let's take a look at this. I know some of you probably want me to pull cards, Sabila's on other cards, but these are big lessons. And I think this indicates a person. I really do. And so I just think the best thing for you to do is to wait. Sometimes you have to wait for situations to occur. Okay? Here we are. This card wants to present itself. Let's see what it is. Number 24, the Chimera. Oh, two things existing at once. Let's see what the Chimera has to say. Interesting. The overly avid often find something that leads to an unhappy and painful life. This call is a reminder to be concrete. Let go of your dreams and illusions and leave behind excess ambition. Misfortune will not strike you if you have ideals in keeping with your skills. I feel that this is a change in directionality for you. But it's going to come in the guise of assistance, advice, and help. I'm going to give it 2 weeks. This is what I have for you, Virgo. for May 2021. I hope this message helped you. I know it's kind of like, ooh, right? But that's it. Right now, you can book a reading for more. So that is all I have for you. I hope those messages helped. Stay safe and namaste.